Hey, I'm live. Hello, Riverside, Ward 7. Anybody else can watch. But this message is for the folks here in Ward 7 who will hopefully vote for me as your city councilman. Well, I'm going to have to use social media. I'm going to have to use YouTube and Facebook because I have no budget for my campaign. I haven't had a lot of people come running to donate, and it's probably because they don't think I'm going to win. I keep saying, you know what? I don't care if I don't win, as long as I get the message across. Well, it's gotten down to where I want to come with that message to City Hall. What is it that I want? Ward 7 is an interesting ward. It's the last wild, wild west of Riverside. It's got horses, it's got roads, it's got people living in houses where there's tons of cars. They just live however they want. And this is west side of Riverside, but more east of Ward 7. The west side of Riverside, the Ward 7 part, has very well established houses, nice streets. River Walk has beautiful new buildings, business like. It's not like, have signs everywhere. You got to kind of have to look for the buildings. So Ward 7 is very diverse. I want to be the councilman that brings Ward 7 together. The city of Riverside and a lot of folks went to a meeting tonight. They're all like against rezoning, against high density homes, apartments and all that. Folks, you need to understand something. The city is going, or the town of Riverside is no longer a town. It's becoming a city. A lot of the buildings, apartments, has businesses underneath and apartments on top. And the folks who said, I've been here for 53 years, well, guess what? I don't want you to move, but the change is coming. I'm not part of the good old boy group. I'm not a part of the organization that is governing the city of Riverside right now. Do I wish I was part of it? I wish I would at least get inside the door so I can do my part for Ward 7. But folks don't understand, or maybe they just refuse to understand, that changes is coming. Max influx of population growth is going to happen, and City of Riverside wants to be ready to make that transition. And I want to be that councilman who educates the folks in the east side of Ward 7. The east side of Ward 7 are a lot of folks that do not have papers, no papeles. Their mother, their father are illegal here. But here's the funny dynamics. They own houses, they own property, they own businesses. They work with an ITIN number or a taxpayer ID number, okay? And so these folks have legitimate kids, but their kids are not registered to vote. They're not your typical millennium. They're working their parents' business. They're taking care of the good Hispanic, Mexican culture. So they're still part of the family, but they're not preparing for the future. When I say preparing for the future, they're not registered to vote. They don't understand that if they register to vote and they ran for office, they can protect their parents. They can make laws, not as a councilman, but they can go out there and make laws to make the changes to keep their parents safe. Now, as an immigrant and a businessman, people can't relate too much unless you are an immigrant. But if you go to Mexico and you wanted to buy, say, land, you couldn't unless you were a Mexican national. But here in America, if you come to this country with whatever cash and you buy whatever you want to buy, okay, you don't have U.S. citizenship, you don't have legal status here, but you own land here. You own land here. So you have some kind of status. So that's what I'm trying to do here in Ward 7. Trying to get the message across An Hispanic should be running. Should be a female, because 2020, especially Democratic Party, not so much the Republican Party, but the Democratic Party is trying to go women, 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 and I'm all for that. Okay, I'm totally for that. So if we had a female city councilwoman, I probably wouldn't be running. But we don't have a female councilwoman running, and we don't have a Hispanic running. Now, if I wasn't running, there's 3 other candidates right now. There's William Pierce, Stephen Hemingway, and Martin Rousseau. If I said their name wrong, I apologize. But if I had to vote right now, and if I wasn't on that thing, I would vote for William Pierce. William Pierce is a history doctorate, and he's bilingual. I also believe he speaks Romanian fluently also. So that's 3 languages. So that's pretty impressive. I'm impressed. Okay? This is a very smart person. If you're looking for a smart person to sit in that city council, go ahead. That's all I know about him. But if you're looking for somebody that is going to tell you the truth, I won't tell you the truth all the time. If it hurts you, let me tell you about the truth. If I told you the truth and it'll make you cry, and there's no reason to make you cry, because there's whatever, I won't tell you. You know what I'm saying? I tell the truth 99% of the time. But I never had to do this, okay? I'm going to give you an example. In the military, I never had to do this. I never had to write out a piece of paper saying about a soldier doing a great job and he died in combat or he died in a great active. But if I was one of those guys at the time who had to do a report and the guy died because he slipped over a cooking pan in the KP dining facility, I would dock that paperwork in a heartbeat. Why? Because every soldier should die a hero. And so, am I a bad man? I don't think so. All I want to know is that parent back home, you don't need to know it was friendly fire. You don't want to know, because you see, the military isn't going to pay us if we get shot by an enemy or friendly fire. I mean, they're going to give us our insurance, but that's it, right? It doesn't matter how you die. But to the parent, it does matter. So I probably would have been one of those clerks that would done the wrong, but for the right reason. So am I honest? Yeah. I don't know. All I'm just saying is I'm not Mr. Perfect. If I'm running for city council, if I am a city councilman, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. No, I'm going to tell you what's the truth. Okay? Now, sometimes the truth can kill you. Sometimes the truth can kill the person that's listening. So, do you really deserve the truth? I don't care if this gets out, right? But maybe it will get out. I had my first speech, first 5 minutes, in a group where a bunch of people were so darn happy with more negative news than if they got positive news. I'm not going to City Hall to make them look bad. I'm going to City Hall so that way I can help them help my ward, Ward 7, and help the people of Riverside. I've never taken a job where I spend my time trying to screw over the people I'm working for. That's not my style. As a councilman for Ward 7, as a councilman period, I believe my image should reflect my ward. You know, this is what I want, right? I want everybody in Ward 7 to be happy. I'm a dreamer, okay? So one of the things I want is more festivals, more organized activities, so people in Ward 7 can not have to go out of Ward 7 to enjoy themselves. We should be able to do stuff right here in Ward 7. Right now, there's activities all over Riverside, but I don't see it in Ward 7. I don't see it in the west side of Riverside. I want to preserve the lifestyle here where we have horses. But here's the problem. On Wells, they built, a nice little side way to park your car. It's weird. I've never seen it before, but they got the signs, you're supposed to not park on the dirt anymore, but people are parking halfway because there's a language barrier there. Plus, also the information hasn't gotten out there. I don't want to go door to door like I've done. I've stopped before when I see people park and I try to explain to them, right? But I want to tell them it's for caballos, it's for the horses. Reason why we're parked on the street. There's a intermediate school, Loma Vista. Since I've been here in 2011 in Ward 7, the parking there is ridiculous. The parents can't pick up their kids in front of the school because it's no parking anytime, no stopping anytime. But the parents park there illegally every day. They send out parking attendants. They don't ticket these parents. So it's 2 lanes. The folks is parked on a bicycle lane. The car's stuck over into the second lane. So, thank God people don't run into these folks. What has to happen there is, in that area, as soon as you go past the school or go by the school, it needs to be 1 lane. That place needs to stop in a red zone. It should be a yellow zone for pickup only all the time. So during the rest of the time, it can be used as a second lane if somebody needs to use it. So these are the things I want to do. Crosswalks. There should be crossing signs near a school. I don't see that. I think I saw somebody put up a sign, but it was basically right in front of the school. You can see this. There's a school that you don't need that yellow sign right in front of the school. You need it like 1,000 feet back. These are the little things I want to do as a city councilman. Hey, if you think you can do it, it only costs $25. You have until March 8th to pick up the paperwork, give them $25, and have the paperwork turned in by March 8th. Now, because the incumbent, the councilman here, Steve Adams, is not running, supposedly we have until March 13th. But you know what? Just be on the safe side. I'm having my paperwork turned in by March 8th. So that way I'm on the ballot. Here's another thing. I haven't gotten any contribution from anybody, not because I don't want any. Nobody's offered me any. My campaign statement is going to cost me $500 to put on the ballot. I'm right now contemplating, should I spend my hard $500 for my Social Security check or just skip the statement and miss out on the opportunity to explain to folks who I am. Not that I don't think I'm going to win. All I do know is that there's some people out there that's going to be flooding Ward 7, pushing certain candidates because union money talks. And so, do I have a chance with fighting with people with union money? Is it worth it? Because once I get in, am I fighting the union? I'm not anti-union. Why didn't they come to me? It's probably because right now the city hall has certain people that they want to work with. And so why would they want to change it? Why would they want somebody that, like me, consider a loose cannon? So that's it for my little spiel of why I want to be a city councilman. There's a lot of other reasons, but I think I've already lost probably most of my votes, so it should probably stop right now. All right, folks, thank you very much. In the future, I'll be making more of these YouTube videos, so that way you understand poor men should be voted into office. Just because we don't have a budget, just because we don't have the money, doesn't mean that we won't be the perfect city councilman for your ward. All right.